What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back with a very delayed episode of the Quigley Podcast. And this week, we get to sit down and talk about, literally everything that we've been missing by not having an episode for the past few weeks. Like, life has gotten very busy. We got DreamHack Atlanta. We got some new content members on the team over at Quigley. We got new announcements across different game titles and things. Some Halo Fest type news. I say type news because I don't even know what the news is, but we're gonna learn about it in just a few minutes. So like, just tune in, stay locked, watch the video, and you'll learn about it just as soon as I do. But if that's what you want to see, you want to hear anything more about these topics, keep watching, and then you'll see me talk about these topics. This is the worst intro I've ever done. But we do hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully it'll be better than this intro. And we thank you for watching. I'm so sorry. Here's the video. What is going on, Quigley family? We are back with another week of the Quigley Podcast. Let's say you're a brand new person tuning in. It's been a little bit of a delay on our part. We were very busy after Atlanta. We took a little bit off trying to get some things sorted. We're back. Maybe you're going, who are these two fine individuals on my screen? Well, I can let you know. We will not answer that question in this episode, but we will answer a lot of other questions. So please continue watching this episode. I am once again joined by Banksy Boy. How are we doing?
Doing good, but you answered half the question by telling them who I am.
That is fair.
Yeah. No, doing good. Yeah, we've been so busy. I mean, let alone Atlanta was a crazy weekend. It was a grind because God, COD didn't get done until what 10 p.m. every night. It felt like, and then it was just a wild week. And now, we've been growing. We have two new content creators on the team, that being TTV Set and Caveman. They're going to be grinding out some. Yes, there will be Halo content, but mainly just content, right? Content that fits our dynamic, our team. Then hopefully a few more tips and tricks out there that might be coming out of the woodworks once some things are ironed out. But the grind. You've been busy with life.
Yeah, I've been busy with life. It's not fun either. It's not fun.
This man tells me he works like a 12-hour electrician shift. I'm like, what? What?
Yeah, it's a grind. It's a grind for sure.
I don't envy you for the two jobs, especially the shifts, but
I don't think anyone does.
But to each their own. But let's talk about Atlanta before we get into more of Halo stuff, more video game announcements have always been going on. Let's get into Atlanta. We got to play in it for a little bit. And then just kind of experiencing, I think, DreamHack. Was that your first DreamHack? No, right?
Yes. It was my first DreamHack.
Was that your first multi-idled event?
In the sense of actually having like multiple different, like completely like not genres, but like different game titles, yes. Not multi-game event in per se, just because like the first COD event I ever went to did have I think it was COD. It was a CDL event, but then they also had I believe it was Warzone and COD Mobile. So like technically still Call of Duty, but it was three different games. You know what I mean?
Right.
So not the first time that I've seen multiple games, but it was definitely way cooler seeing like like 5 or 6, 7 very different, like vast games all over, all competing for their own prize pools and things.
Yeah, it was really crazy. We had CSGO, COD, so you had IM, you had CDL, we had Halo, the LAN just by DreamHack. We had EWC, which had chess, which had what was it? Was it Street Fighter? Like just multiple games, just all in a pit. Then you also had like the free to play sections. But I do want to talk about our section. There were obviously some gripes, right? Oh, holding. He's eating his chicken.
I was gonna try to finish out the list there. It was Counter-Strike, Call of Duty, Halo, and then the EWC side of stuff should have been chess, Street Fighter, Fatal Fury, whatever the newest one
Oh,
is, not Guilty Gear. I don't think Guilty Gear was there. Tekken. There was another fighting game that I cannot remember.
and maybe it was Guilty Gear.
It might have been. I don't know.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, there was a lot of variety. Sorry, continue with your our area.
Let's talk about our area because there were a lot of gripes online. There were a lot of issues online. I know you yourself had an issue when we were playing, right?
Oh, I had an issue.
Right, you can't hear yourself, you know. So you obviously, you can't hear your teammates. You're trying to, play. We were right beside the DreamHack main stage, which on the map before the event I did not have an issue with. That's
Sorry,
what-
continue. I'm trying to find something to like. You'll see why. Just continue talking.
And then at said event, it was so much closer, and we didn't have speakers. We didn't have like a main stage, but we could have. Just saying. And then, bam, we're on main stage that nobody's paying attention to. There's a Hollow Live concert and a DJ the whole time just blasting random stuff. And then there's like children on the stage rapping.
I was trying to find something with lights. I don't have like a flashlight or anything, but like just imagine you just get like absolutely bodied on your tournament station, and then you just kind of like sit back for a second to try to like take a breather, and you just turn and look over, and you just see 50 people, and there's just like some anime girl on screen singing the worst thing. No offense, but like it was pretty bad singing. Legends never die, and then everyone's just got those light stick things, and they're going. I felt like I was in like a I felt like I was in a sports game, like in Madden or FIFA, where like it pans to the crowd and they're all like it was bro, like everybody was like I'm tweaking. By the way, like
I agree actually. Like I truly I understand what DreamHack did and what their whole plan was. But maybe restructure the venue a little bit. Because that could have been done in the like there was a whole content section behind us that was rarely used.
yeah, I will agree.
Halo was used so frequently, so often, which kudos to our community, right? Like the Halo community just being there, wanting to do onboard eights at the free stations, wanting to just compete in the game. What is a Quigley podcast without Ben eating? But like everybody wanted to play the game, and we have Hollow Live concert, which again, like Ben said, the audio was bad. It wasn't good. Like in their actual songs, like on YouTube and on their streams, very well. DreamHack audio, not good. Made it so much worse. We're like, there's pro teams battling it out to get to top 8, having to just not hear a thing. And I guess in my side, I'm like DreamHack. You gave IEM a soundproof area that had walls. You gave Call of Duty a whole corner of the venue to, again, soundproof area so we didn't have to hear COD. But yet Halo, which again was a competitive section, you gave nothing except the Hollow Live speakers, which, to be fair, they did that to EWC as well. But you're not calming in a fighting game. You're not calming in a chess game to somebody else. He had an idea, guys. For the audio listeners, he just ran off camera. But yeah, like it's one of those things where it's like, I don't think DreamHack thought about what we needed or wanted as players. He got Gatorade bottles, guys. There's visuals on YouTube. When you see it, it'll make so much sense. But I do think that whole stage area impacted Halo so much. I know DreamHack does it at every event. They have a little stage area, but I don't think you put that near competitiveness. I would have rather had vendors there if I wasn't going to get the stage than anything else.
I'd agree, like, wholeheartedly. Like, here would have been my, because you got to think, like, because I will say, to a certain extent, the challengers guys for COD did get kind of like put in a weird spot because they got put right next to the IEM stuff. So like every time something's going crazy in Counter-Strike, like they're hearing everybody cheer. But I feel like anyone who's kind of played in like if you've been to LAN, usually, like if it's Halo or something, now maybe not as much, but back in the day, if you were at a LAN and you were playing an open bracket, there were usually main stage matches happening at the same time,
and yeah,
and you were
got
going to be hearing the crowd. Hearing the crowd is not something that's unusual for an event, but hearing an anime girl singing on main stage is.
Yeah, it impacted so much more than, at least I'll say this, what was advertised.
Oh, it impacted me a lot.
Oh, I know you couldn't hear because all we heard was you. Just some insight to this, guys. Ben couldn't hear a thing. Now we put Ben farthest away from the concert, but Ben couldn't hear a thing. So every comm he commed like 8 times.
And I was screaming it too. People actually, we had a good crowd for our second game of regular bracket, and we had a good crowd because it was literally us just screaming, and we weren't even screaming anything bad. We were just screaming our call outs.
Yeah, because it's like, and I'll say this, and it's like when you can't hear anything, you're just, I guess it's more or less our consistency is more or less like we couldn't hear it, so say it, but that hurts people, man. That hurts. Like even pro teams probably had issues, and they had to just deal with it. You know what I mean? Like there were pro teams that lost, and I was like, no way. Like I think it was Majin versus Kraken Seas, and I was like, oh, Majin's got this in the bag, and then Kraken Seas 3-0s them, and Majin is on the side of the setups that their back is to the concert. So overall, I think it impacted more players than what people may have let on. There were a lot of complaints, but overall, I did enjoy the event. I won't say I didn't enjoy DreamHack. I just maybe would have set up the DreamHack area different. Move the content creation corner over to where main stage is, or put them in a different spot. It's just I would have organized it different. There was a lot of empty space at the venue. But I mean, hey, we got to see a lot of people too. I mean, outside of a few of our friends getting sick about halfway through the event, so they were chilling at their hotel rooms, just trying to feel better. We got to see a lot of people from school that we missed. Love seeing John there. I want to shout out John real quick for getting his shot to go to EWC for a team. That's pretty cool. So, I mean, a lot of people we just got to see, and the networking was great. Shout out to seeing Burns. If anybody has ever heard us talk about Burns, he beat me and Ben on main stage. So,
also a very I would say like a great mentor of ours. Like
oh yeah,
always willing to, like, I don't want to say this, like, this does not mean people should be going to like message the guy, but I'm just saying, like, for us, because he knows us, he's always willing to like sit down and have a conversation when we see him in person. He's down to answer that email or answer that LinkedIn message when he when we send it. You know what I mean? Like he's very professional with it, but like he's willing to kind of mentor us and give us advice and things, especially with the content side of stuff that we're trying to do. So
yeah, and I don't know if you know this. Do you remember that whole free play section next to the challengers?
Yeah.
The JLabs stuff?
Yeah.
Burns made that happen?
Yeah. I saw on his LinkedIn.
I didn't realize that going into the event. And
I did not either.
I had been talking to Burns up until the event, and I think this is how like he can so easily separate like what's going on to what he wants to talk about. Um,
Mhm.
and I mean, that was a really cool thing to see. That was a cool sponsor to have. J Labs was really cool, free to play section. Um, but I would love to shout out the other free to play section being. Oh, do I have my Discord noties on? I do.
Everybody's just seeing your Discord notice.
No, they heard them. Um,
Uh,
but
sorry, guys.
my bad. Um, the free play section on the other side where Garrett was
H3.
doing H3 LAN event like competitions.
I did that.
They were doing duck hunt. They were doing 4v4s. I thought that was cool. I think that also shows the reach that Halo has, being that somebody who wanted to host like a on like classic tournament thing chose Halo. They had CODs
Yeah.
too, but just seeing H3 when walking across the venue was great. I got a quick question for you though.
Yes.
Your favorite food from the venue?
From the venue or from the entire weekend?
Just the venue, because we had a lot. I mean, we went to a lot of nice places. I mean, we went to different places than you did, but
I'll be honest. Probably that pizza, but the pizza the first day. Because after the first day, when they ran out, they like started making some weird, different kind of pizza, and it wasn't the same.
oh, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the pizza with you the first day, and then after that, I had like the hot bun on the other side, like the hot buns, the churros, and stuff, like snacks to get me through the day, and then like go out to lunch, come back. I replaced my wristband at one time. I'm so glad they gave me a free one.
I
But
was seriously thinking they were going to charge you.
dude, they had so many. I think I could have cut the other one and got
It's
another
okay.
one.
You got charged for something else.
Yeah, I got booted, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. I'll never live that down. The most viewed thing going into DreamHack by a Halo player, and it's Leo's
That was
tweet.
actually insane that Leo's thing popped off like that.
That yeah, and it had people at the venue going like, "Oh, it was your car."
Yeah.
I thought that was insane. Um, but let's kind of dive into. I mean, obviously, our winners Shopify they 4-0'd. Luminon got second. I got to do the watch party during that event with Luminon Gaming, the CEO, and Rev. And it's like that happened.
You mean Shopify won? Wow.
Wow.
For anyone that is just an audio listener, I made a crazy expression like I was mind blown because I am not actually mind blown. I have been saying that Shopify will win every event all year.
Yep.
Not any hate to the other competitors. They are just above the rest of the competition right now.
That's true. Except in 2v2s, where we just saw Renegade and Legend win.
25-3 also in one of those games.
And they so Renegade and Legend qualify for that 2v2, which is happening next month, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, here, let me pull the calendar real quick. Oh wait, no, I am such an idiot.
Yep, we knew.
It's this weekend.
What? Wait. Oh, that's why DSA changed their thing.
That is why DSA changed their thing. It's because of the LAN finals.
That's kind of insane.
So shout out to DSA for moving their event. So that the 2v2 LAN finals is this weekend. Legend still lives in Europe. Just saying. And FaZe
They're
has,
gonna fly over for the weekend, you know.
well, I mean, FaZe pays for it, is paying for it. So why not?
Imagine getting your whole flight funded just to come over to America and lose a Halo tournament.
Probably move. Like, yeah, that's rough.
I don't think they're gonna lose it. They might win.
They might win it. They were doing really good. Renegade doing God's work, you know, coming out of COD, and just doing that in Halo is pretty cool. But we'll see what happens that weekend or this weekend, is it kind of deal. But to kind of transition a little bit now, that's a lot of our pretty much our Halo news because nothing else has pretty much come out, right? What?
Halo Fest.
Yeah, I was getting to that.
Oh, well, you said no more Halo news. That was Halo news. Like
Well,
that's news.
well, I mean, yeah, but that like I was I had the transition. Um, and then like he was just saying, Halo Fest is it's still the same date, like nothing's changed there, but they have listened to the crowd and they moved the venue, um, and have locked in a bigger venue to sell more Halo Fest tickets. Not the concert. Be wary of that. It's not the concert tickets. It is the physical Halo Fest event, where there's a Halo Infinite Invitational. There's cosplay stuff, everything Halo. You get to meet Master Chief himself. You get to meet Cortana. So
Like
it,
the blue chick. Like actually, you get to meet her, or you get to meet the person that does her voice.
you get to meet the person that does her voice.
You know how sick it would be though if Cortana just walks on stage. They're like Xbox's new AI. We are announcing Cortana, and she just like lives in your home. Nah, never mind. That would not be cool. That's like some iRobot type stuff. Like she like
Man,
goes, no, wait a minute,
he twisted so fast.
wait a minute.
What?
I know I'm derailing terribly right now, but that would literally be like Obsession X iRobot. Like it's iRobot because she's a robot, but then it's Obsession because she's like I don't want to spoil, but like she's some crazy chick who like you know
It
just
would.
comes after you.
It would actually. Um,
That was actually not really spoiler because that's not the synopsis of that movie, but
that's what the trailer makes it out to be. But
it's a good movie.
I'll go see it one day. We'll see it one day.
Not with the kids.
Not with the kids. I heard.
Not with the kids.
By the way, my oldest would like to see the back rooms. Just saying.
Um,
She watches like Scream
I
and
feel like
Friday
that
the
one's. I feel
13th.
like that one's bad. I mean, not. I feel like that one could be valid. Like she's high school age. Like I feel like that one's not as bad.
Okay. All right. I'll accept that. But now our next transition. Since now that is officially the Halo Fest and Halo news that we have, um, we're going into some new titles. Okay. We have Xbox Showcase this weekend as of recording this. As of recording this, we had the State of Play for PlayStation, which me and Ben have not watched. But so a lot of game announcements, but one that it was announced before them all was the next Call of Duty. Now I think now let me be honest real quick before we dive into the game. I think that's because there are things in the background. We have some leaks of the next Halo. We have some leaks of what other companies are doing. I think Call of Duty is making the decision to announce their next game and give us that trailer because they know they need to jump the gun. They need to be ready for what is going to come out in this State of Play and this showcase. I think that's why Call of Duty was early because they lost their game. They lost their Game Pass contract.
Yep.
They've lost a lot of their player base, and they need to start off strong. But we get Modern Warfare 4.
Here's what I think.
Okay.
Early. This isn't okay. This is actually what I think. This is just what I've seen so
Yep.
far. The people hating on it are the people who are like absolutely meat riding BO7, and the people who are liking it are the people who are actually capable of having coherent thought, and they actually see a decent game being shown.
Did I give you my 2 cents?
What I'm trying to say
Yeah, go ahead.
is that I believe that anyone who says this game looks bad just from that trailer is not forming a coherent thought.
Right.
Yes, now please let me know what you think.
I don't think it looks bad. I think it does look good. I think it looks like a Modern Warfare game. I think it also mimics the classic Modern Warfare style where the classes meant something. I mean, they said it in the game. They're like, your classes mean something. There's more customization. I wish we didn't have the workbench, or what's it called? What's their customization called?
The new thing that they're talking about?
Yeah, like no, when you add all the attachments, isn't there a name for that?
Oh, Gunsmith?
Gunsmith. Like, I don't
Yeah.
care for Gunsmith, but obviously we have it. And we looked at it. It doesn't, like, the weapons don't actually look as many attachments as we've seen in the past come out of a Modern Warfare game. So I do think some things have calmed down. I think in the trailer they showed, the M4 or whatever it was had around 5 or 6 attachments. um, in the gunsmith, and we've seen more happen before. So from a Modern Warfare game, so cool that it's kind of keeping to the lower count, um, instead of trying to change what like update gunsmith again that we don't necessarily need. Um, I I think it is going to be the one Modern Warfare that might not play like Modern Warfare. I think it looks good, but I don't think this is not like people are going to be like, "Oh, it's Modern Warfare 4." No, this is Infinity Ward making their next title to make some changes to kind of fix the negativity that came from BO7 and BO6 era of Call of Duty. And I don't think it's going to play like Modern Warfare. I mean, we don't have Bloom, supposedly. That might change, right? Come game launch. That
That seems
changes.
wild, by the way.
I mean, that changes COD in every sense. The whole point is you pull the trigger before you aim in sometimes. So, like, the no Bloom's going to be crazy. Um, that also means snipers are probably going to be banned again.
Oh, for sure.
So, like, I can no scope you without, you know what I mean? Like, so who knows what's going to happen when the game comes out? But I think it looks good. I like the MP5. Um, they released that video. There was a video today with the MP5. I think the MP5 looks good. I hope it's not the main sub though. I hope it's a secondary sub. I want more variety in our ranked play. Will the game launch with rank is the question.
No.
They never do. They never do. Do you think we get an influx of player base? Because we lost like 60% this year.
Yeah. My personal take on it, I think we're going to see an influx like at the start because I think there are a lot of people who were not happy with a back-to-back Treyarch game. Also a lot of people who did get the idea that this is literally the same game. It's just a couple, like the guns are different and like I know we say COD's the same every year, but like every year there's always been some sort of like change. And the only real change to this one was they added wall jumping.
Yep.
Like it's still Omni movement. It's the same TTK. It's like baseline. It is Black Ops 6.5. Like it
Yep.
is not a 7. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people had issues with the campaign. People didn't really enjoy the story of this one. I've always thought that Modern Warfare campaigns were better than Black Ops. Maybe not early Black Ops, but later Black Ops. Since
Right.
probably
4.
yeah, well, because 4 ruined everything. Because 4 didn't have like a real campaign. They had that stupid like
Yep.
operator story stuff, and then Cold War was like a mid-tier story, and then everything after has been pretty rough. So I would say since 4, I have always thought Modern Warfare titles have had these superior campaigns.
Yeah. I agree.
And for me, that's big because when I was a kid, way back in the early lore days of Binfish, we didn't have Xbox Live. So like we would spam, it was Modern Warfare 2, we would spam private matches, we would spam campaign, because you could do co-op campaign like split screen, or we would do that. Do you remember Modern Warfare 2 had that, or it might have been 3
It was
that had that
Spec Ops.
survival?
It's called
Spec Ops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, we would just, I mean, that was like our rotation every day.
Yeah, I 100% of that game. So
This guy knows ball.
yeah, that was my Modern Warfare 2 was my game. I played it competitively. That was my intro outside of Halo 3 was like my comp scene. So I just hope I hope that the aspects that they're changing, I literally think the bloom is just to make Omni movement weaker.
It's also not gonna have Omni movement.
Well, like it still has really strong movement though. Like
Yeah, no,
like
I agree.
but it doesn't have the 360 on the ground, like crazy stuff. But it has pretty strong movement, like kind of like Halo esque movement, where like you can 180 very easily in this game, or at least what was seen. Right? Not feeling it. I could be wrong. Um, but I think that's why they removed Bloom. But now there is no, in my opinion, there's no skill gap in this game though. There just isn't. Sadly, unless Bloom is back, there's no skill gap in Modern Warfare. Um, because there's nothing to like it kind of expect per se. So I mean, we'll see how it comes competitively. We're probably going to go see a bunch of young guns like we're seeing right now, just trying to get into the league. Don't go to Cloud9, guys. Um,
Or Carolina Royal Ravens.
I mean, at this point, which one? I'd rather go to Carolina.
Yikes.
You're gonna pick me up and make me pay half my buyout? That's insane.
Oh, okay.
Did
I don't
Carolina
know.
do? Did Carolina do the
I
full
can't.
one?
Oh wait, I can leak. Yeah, I can leak that because it was made public. Carolina, when they picked up Fire,
Oh yeah, that yeah.
because do you know who paid like a decent portion of his buyout?
No,
1v1 me because he was one of their partners.
really? That's crazy.
Yep. Yeah.
That's insane.
Anthony 1v1 me. Anthony tweeted it. Yeah.
That's crazy. But like that's crazy that it's happening in the league. In a league, bro.
Yeah.
You're telling me you don't have the money? I see your Cloud9. I see your league team. Sorry.
Fire the league team. Get a COD team. Let's lock it in here.
They can't. My opinion. I'm gonna say this as my last topic for COD before you move into our final topics.
Mhm.
Wavy, don't go into a league because you just want a league spot. That's not how. No offense, that's not how the CDL works. We saw in MW2 or MW2, MW3, and Cold War where people went into the league knowing they weren't going to champs because they wanted a league spot and they got dropped the following season and have not been picked up since.
I also think that a lot of those players did not make a great mark because
True.
they joined teams that weren't going to perform, which I will say Cloud9 is not going to perform. But I do think that if he can perform and prove that like he's the player that Cloud9 seems to think he is, maybe he has more stock in the future. You know what I mean? Let's say he does get dropped. There's going to be more eyes towards him.
Let's say this. There's a league team. Or I mean, there's a CDL team that did that.
Yeah. Yep.
Boston Breach. They picked their superstar. They
Yikes.
also dropped their superstar, who has yet to win a challengers event.
Yikes.
You see what I'm saying? Is like COD needs an open bracket like Halo. I'm just saying. It doesn't need this weird league setup.
Yeah, it does.
I think it would change the dynamic completely, right? To where like the conversations we're having right now, where it's like, don't take the league spot just because it's the league spot. Oh, outperform everybody to try to make your stance. It's one of those things where it's like, what is the actual success rate? And the only success rate that we have is, I'm trying to think of all 04 outperformed and then got on phase, right? He did really great, got on phase, but he wasn't on a bad team. Merc
That is true.
got third at his first event with Toronto, and then optics down bad, and they're like, we need to just grab Merc. They grab Merc, win champs. Merc is still performing, and more than likely is going to become a poster child either for Optic or another league, depending on where he wants to go. I would be shocked if it's not Optic. I think Merc is a good replacement for some players that may want to retire soon. Like there's so many people that did so well and have to fight through challengers and can't get on a team, but we're picking up Wavy. We're picking up a whole challengers roster when we have ProLoot, Spark, Awakening, all these people in challengers that have performed and done it on this game. And we're passing them by for young kids that, yes, are doing well, but are they going to do well in the CDL? You have no idea until you are in the CDL. Just like for us playing Halo, we have no idea until we are in top 8. Can we perform on these rosters? No one thought Last Shot can do it until he did it. And
Are you trying to say Wavy's the next Last Shot?
No, I'm trying to say Wavy's not the next Last Shot. no offense, right? Wavy. I'm like, he's a good player. He can destroy me,
Mhm.
but I'm just saying, like, how do you really work with that kind of deal? But
I think
hmm,
personally, um, I don't know where I was going with that. I can't lie. I thought I had like a genuine thought there, and it just wasn't there.
he had it, but it's gone. Um,
It's
we'll get into our last topic. Like I said at the beginning, it's like a shorter episode because not a lot going on, and we got a lot going on in the background um, of like moving parts and things that are going to be happening. Um,
mhm.
but kind of last thing, let's just talk about the showcase real quick. Right, we'll end off with talking about the thing that's going to happen this weekend. In your opinion, do we get a Halo announcement this weekend of any
No.
sorts? None at
Oh,
all.
oh, then yes, they're gonna give us an announcement about the campaign
What is the announcement?
release date.
Okay. When do you think it is?
I'm thinking like October.
October? I know
Yeah.
the answer. I'm not gonna leak it. Um,
For the
but
what?
yes, I know when the game's gonna come out, unless they have sneakily changed it of when they're gonna release it, which is very
Oh, I
possible.
forgot you talk to people.
Which is very possible for Xbox
I
to
forgot
do.
this guy knows people. Look at him.
But it's very possible that Xbox changes it on everybody because they literally are going to change their logo. They're going to change a bunch of stuff. Um, I am truly, and I mean this, knowing what I know now, am more excited for Halo than I was when Halo Infinite came out.
This guy is trolling.
Dude, Ben, think about it. We get a game where every Halo weapon is in the game. You get your needle rifle. You get your Magnum. Think about it, Ben. Think about the possibilities. Imagine you with a needle rifle. Oh,
Think about the possibilities. If there was a multiplayer
yeah.
releasing,
Yeah. Hey, they know we know one's in development. We already know that.
no, we
Halo.
don't.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. They've already said there's a multiplayer in development. We don't know in what capacity. We don't know what it is or what's happening there, but we do know a multiplayer is in development.
I gotta keep. It's been a little while. I keep forgetting. Like your camera's here,
Yeah.
so I keep trying to look at you, but my camera's here. So then I still like half this episode. I've been looking over here when I should be looking here. I'll fix that in the future.
I'm just saying, Bungie's going under. Halo Studios
Okay,
is
yeah,
on
this
the
is actually what
rise.
I wanted. This is what I wanted to touch on if we're talking about game announcements, ladies and gentlemen. Um, I just need to get this out there. You know, like I know nobody cares really what Ben Fish thinks. All right, I know nobody cares. Okay,
Okay.
let me make sure I'm clean of chicken.
Yep.
Okay, I know nobody cares, but here's the thing. Okay, and I was talking to Super. If you're college Halo, anybody around that scene, you know Super.
Yep.
Um, talking to him when it first was announced. Oh, let me say what was announced. Um, so we have been waiting for any sort of news. Anyone who doesn't know, I'll just kind of give like a quick rundown. The current landscape of the Destiny universe is not great.
Yep.
Um, a little about 2 years ago, we had a kind of quote unquote finale expansion. It was supposed to end this 10-year long narrative saga.
Right.
Um, and then once that saga ended, everybody kind of thought we were going to kind of take a back seat and prepare for like a next entry into the universe. So like a Destiny 3. What then came was a absolute disastrous expansion that did nothing for the game. Which really felt like a grasp at just trying to throw something out there to see if it like they literally were just throwing stuff to see if it would stick. You know what I mean? Um, that expansion was last year's. That was Edge of Fate. It was not great. It
Yep.
was not received well. It did not keep player retention. Then they did like a secondary expansion midway through that year. It was cool. It was Star Wars themed. It was cool and all, but once again, it did not like it didn't have that impact.
Right.
Um, and so there was this idea that we were going to get something new. And I know this is not the Destiny podcast, so I'll promise I'll hurry up here. But we were promised something new was coming. Like we are going to get another yearly expansion. You guys are going to get some sort of communication from us soon, that being the Destiny 2 team. And months go by from where we're told that we're supposed to be getting a roadmap, some sort of information on what's coming, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, an article comes out. If you're new to that scene, Destiny does a weekly update when patch notes come out and things. They also do a weekly update when things are changing throughout, whatever it's called. Used to be called the TWAB, now the TWID, this week in Destiny. Just like a weekly update for all the players and community. And this one basically said that this was the final update coming as June the 9th. We would be having the final Destiny 2 expansion, free to all players. And after this, they will be ending live support. So you'll still be able to play. The game will continue to have like weekly updates and like updates to like changing like what's, rotating systems and maps and things like that. But there will never be another expansion. And the community has been all over the place. They've rallied behind it. Today in the PlayStation State of Play, they were spamming the chat so much that on IGN stream, they literally had to ban the words Destiny and D3. So people could not spam, we want Destiny 3. It's been a huge thing. But I just want to say from my perspective, that's like heartbreaking. Just because Destiny was where everything started for me. And so to go back to my original point, when I was talking to Super, I was literally like, if I never played Destiny, or if Destiny, and I'm talking about Destiny 1, like OG Destiny, not even Destiny 2. If I never had heard about Destiny, never been brought on to Destiny, never been like handed Destiny and shown, I don't think I would be like sitting here recording this today.
That's false. That's crazy.
No, and because like for the longest time I was like a solo player. Like if I played any games, it was solo. Like I didn't play online. Like I didn't try to join communities and things like that. Destiny like opened me up to the idea of like raiding and like joining groups and communities and things like that. And then that also got me into like more competitive stuff, because that's whenever I started watching like CDL and stuff like that. Because I started to like actually like engage in like competitive scenes and things like that. And then ultimately was the thing that brought me into Halo 5 first, I guess, technically, and then later on Halo Infinite, because I had played like Halo 3, Halo 4 with like, local play, but not online. And like, now here I am, Halo Infinite has brought me, through College Halo and the podcast and going to events and doing different things. And it's like, it's kind of crazy to think that like, I genuinely don't think like I would like I would not know you if it wasn't for
That's so
dude, I'm telling you though, like
I mean, I get it. I truly do. Hey, people put things in, Destiny's Destiny.
Yeah.
As in like your destiny and the game Destiny. Crazy thoughts, but I mean, I just want to say this real quick. Top 4 Halo 5 2v2.
HRG and also HRG. Just man.
Just saying. We did okay until
until Sam and Command Station.
Literally, dude, Sammy Slam, bro. But yeah, I think it's bittersweet, I want to say, of like we were dragged along through Destiny 2, I feel like. But you just have the Taken King, the Wrath of the Machine, like things that are just iconic. Holding my trading cards, my bad. Things that are just iconic, that are technically, it's over. They're still there, but it's over.
Oh yeah, just to put it into perspective, no Destiny 3. Like from what they've said, it's been shut down. So
well, I mean, the marathon update just came out, so
Yeah,
Um,
and Destiny 2, because people are boycotting Marathon, Destiny 2 has more players, and their reset was today for Marathon. So just throwing that
yep,
out there. Yeah.
yep.
It's
And
not a good look for Bungie right now.
and they released a Master Chief skin in Marathon. Um, so just saying, they really feed off that Halo energy, don't they?
I have to boycott. I have to stay.
I mean, I think it's one of those things. Like I know we have the players to play Destiny now, and I'm willing to like get the right stuff, but I only like raids. Um, I'm willing to do it when I find the time. Um, I do want to get some content pieces recorded and done with.
You guys heard it here first, folks. Destiny raids coming soon to the Quigley channel.
Dude, that would be insane. We can arrange that. But I mean, it's really bittersweet. And I hope maybe this influx changes something. But an almost $1 million deficit in a company is just so hard to come back from. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like Destiny being $758,000 in the toilet for Sony, when the whole point was like, oh, we're leaving Xbox. Xbox has no control over us. We're our own people. We're partnering with Sony. We're our own people, just to show that they got screwed over by one of their leads, you know? And I'm not saying it's Bungie's fault. It's definitely the leadership at the time, because if everybody like the Bungie leadership's different now. It's not the same people. So
Pete Parsons is gone.
yeah, so
It didn't
oh,
change a thing.
openly, it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, I'll definitely play D2 and stuff, probably just to
What about
experience
D1?
it. I have to pull out the Xbox,
I'm down.
which is like I think it's in the closet. I have to pull that out, but we can figure that out. But yeah, dude, it's about to be wild. But I mean, that's all
Yeah.
I have outside of the fact that Gentlemage just benched Neptune. Um,
Wait, right now?
yeah, for Joe
Oh my
Deceives. So,
gosh.
um, yeah, they just keep bringing that kid back into the league. I don't get it. Um,
Not the Joey D.
so leave that as a note. I mean, that's all I got. Do you got anything?
I do not, man. You can finally log off, go see your movie,
You have a
go have a
movie,
good night.
but no, it was a good episode. We will be back to doing this. Me and Ben will figure out how to make this better schedule wise. I feel like every time we have an event, this happens. And to be fair, we had two
Yeah.
back. I mean, Ben had two back-to-back events. I was
Well, you
out.
also like
I mean, I was at home
casted
for
the
one,
D2
but yeah.
stuff. So like
So we technically had two back-to-back events. So cut us some slack. Now we have some team members at work. I got an
that is
event.
true.
I got an event coordinator now, so things are moving. Oh, I didn't announce. I didn't bring up Stan. Stan, the car man, is our event coordinator for Quigley. Um, he will be working alongside College Halo to make events happen. And just to announce, some events may be open to more than College Halo, but will be partnered with College Halo.
Okay.
Hey, I'm just saying. We
I,
we
I, I
we
take it.
had some traction of people wanting outside of College Halo wanting to be in this 2v2 event that we just announced or should be announcing.
Maybe they should go to college and play Halo.
Well, I don't see Jade doing that. But um yeah, once we get everything announced for that, um we'll get the ball rolling and you guys will see that, and then we'll be grooving. But that's all I have. Anything? Anything? Something? A little bit?
I'm ready for D3. We want D3.
I'll give it to him. He can have that. But as always, follow us on Spotify, follow us on Twitch, follow us on Twitter. I try to post everything, try to get the ball rolling. We'll have content rolling out. Ben's pretty locked for the content. This is the most I've seen him active in a while. But I think he's very excited. And I do have some ideas on my end, but
Why do I look like a gremlin right there?
but our content team is going to work. They're working on a lot of stuff. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to fight one of them here soon, but we'll get the ball rolling there. And just kind of keep a lookout. There will be TikToks going up. And that's everything from me. So I'm good on my end.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for sticking around through this episode of the Quigley Podcast. We are super excited to be back. Sorry for the delay once again, but we are hitting the ground running here. So we hope you guys enjoy what we have planned and what we have in store for you guys. Take it easy, and we will see you next week.
See you.